जय हिंद फ्रेंड्स। आमे बहुत किसी जानी बहुत शुणी जे आम पाखे बहुत सारा सोर्स अच्छी लाइट अच्छी आम पाखे एपटा लाइट आसपटा लाइट आम घरे भी बल्ब यूज करती लाइट सनरेज अच्छी सकाळ केमती होची रातिर कौन होची अंधार कहीं दिसे आमको व्हाइट केमी दुसी सब कलर केमी दिसे these all topics are belonging to one subject that is called optics. So optics कौन? Now optics is the study that relates with the lights, colors of lights and the various aspects where we can see. Namaskar friends, I am Abhishek and I used to teach science. Aji देखिया बोले मो गोटे नुआ टॉपिक that is light ता विषय में पढ़िबा से सबु पई मु आज पूरा पूरा बने के रखी जे कौन कौन पढ़िबार अछि स्टेप बाय स्टेप मु सब जिंस पूरा एक्सप्लेन करबी ऑन द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू मु एग्जाम को धरि की ही पढ़ाए rather than that there is nothing and आपण समस्त को मोर YouTube चैनल को स्वागत and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic is lights. As we discussed about light. What light is? माने हमें ये देखी परिया light कौन? Light good energy is just like an energy which you can also say is that it is the electromagnetic wave. What type of? So light is a energy. First point, what type of energy? It is a wave. Again a question arises, what type of wave? It is a electromagnetic wave. Simply this is the thing only. So हमें ये कौन बुझे ना light is an energy and it is also known as the electromagnetic wave. तो हम पाखु जहाँ भी light आसे से केवल एमिति गोटे wave like structure आसे wave like structure आसे एठु एतिकी जो आसुची आकु को जाए गोटे wavelength आकु को जाए wavelength. This is wavelength whose unit is nothing else but meter. Same जेमिति हमर distance रो जहा unit थाए meter, same over here also the wavelength unit is meter. Now what is the thing behind it that I am speaking about this wavelength? माने कौन हुए जनरली आम पाखु को सनरू हमर जेमिति अछि लाइट रो सोर्स अछि दी प्रकार सोर्स गोटे हला आर्टिफिशियल जोटा कि हमें लाइट यूज करती artificial source. Another one is natural process or we can say also natural source. This natural source comes from the sun, directly from sun. So हमें ये जानने कौन ना नेचुरल सोर्स रो जहाँ भी आसे जेमिति कि हमरो सूर्य रो आलोक आसुची सूर्य रो जहाँ भी आसुची सेटा को नेचुरल सोर्स. तो से जेते बळे आसुची एडे जदि मन करो एडा धरिया सूर्यटा then from here this light comes like this एमिति आसे हमर सब लाइट. नो डाउट हमें जानि छथि जे लाइट ट्रेवल्स इन अ स्ट्रेट पाथ सब बळे स्ट्रेट पाथ रे जाउची बना नै बट से जाउची केमिति इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव हिसाब रे जाउची. तो हम जानले कोन लाइट इज एनर्जी व्हिच इज ए इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव आर केतडा सोर्स अछि आर्टिफिशियल सोर्स अछि इवन आल्सो वी कैन से आल्सो नेचुरल सोर्स दैट इज फ्रॉम द सन डायरेक्टली. तो सेथिरे हमहु एति बुझिला. देन लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. ए जो कहिबी मु वेवलेंथ व्हाट एग्जैक्टली दिस वेवलेंथ इज. वेवलेंथ रो कहिबार अर्थ कोन कारण लाइट आम पाखे बहुत वेराइटी अछि. आमे जानछो ब्लू लाइट यूज होची ग्रीन लाइट यूज होची Similarly, various colors of lights ଅଛି ଆମ ପାଖରେ, but wavelength କ'ଣ ନା ये जो ସବୁ ଯାକ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଯେତିକି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, for example here we will consider wave gear. ये ସବୁ ଯାକ କଲର ଯେତେବେଳେ ମିଶିକି ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇଟ୍ ହେଉଛି ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ ହ୍ୱାଇଟ୍ ଲାଇଟ୍. White light कौन बुझिला? White light is mixture of all colors. It is the mixture of all colors. What does it mean about this mixture of colors? Variety of colors are there. These variety of colors, just like the V for violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and last is red. Why this differentiates? ये जो कलर आसे different कलर केमिति होची. गोटे लाइट तो हम पाखे अछि, हम जानि छथि गोटे लाइट अछि, that is from sun जो लाइट आसे सेडा कुआ जाय व्हाइट लाइट. तो एई व्हाइट लाइट ता different कलर होची केमिति, that's because of this wavelength. As the wavelength increases or decreases, these variety of lights are being exposed. तो बाहर को जहां भी लाइट आसे, this is because of this wavelength only. तो हमें कौन जानने ना हम पर को जो व्हाइट लाइट आसे सेतिरे बहुत सारा कलर रो लाइट आछे. तो these color of lights again combine to form this white light. मन रखिबा कोन ना variety of colors अछि जहां से variety of colors मिसिले गोटे लाइट होची. Again this white light is again it being divided into to form various type of जो लाइट अछि सब जगह मिसिले गोटे white light होची. White light divided different type of होची, white light divided बहुत type light होची. even सब जगह लाइट जो different colors जहां देखले हमें violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red, ये सब जगह मिसिले भी white color होची. white light बुझिला. then white light होची कोन ना हमर ए सब जाको प्रोसेस जहां भी अछि, ए सब जाको गोटे प्रोसेस अछि. देयर इज अ फिजिकल वेरिएशन इन दिस थिंग्स. तो हम कोन जानछोनी ना जेतलो भी लाइट आसुची हमें सिना जानि देले सोर्स गोटे जगह अछि, सोर्स रु लाइट आसी गला. देन व्हाट हैपेंस टू द लाइट? हमको दिसुची कोन होची एग्जैक्टली. राइट नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दोस थिंग्स. तो सोर्स हम जानता है लाइट आसी गला, हमको व्हाइट लाइट आसी गला. देन व्हाट अबाउट द लाइट? तो लाइट आसला हमको एबे देखिबा ना हम पाखु जो लाइट आसी दैट इज बीइंग डिवाइडेड इनटू टू मेजर ग्रुप्स. वन इज रिफ्लेक्शन, another one is refraction. remember गोटेला रिफ्लेक्शन और गोटेला रिफ्रैक्शन. तो ए दिटा डिफरेंस कोन अछि? जनरली हमर डिफरेंस अछि गोटे लाइट अछि, सोर्स लाइट हम जानले, सोर्स लाइट आसला बाजिला देन पड़ला बाजी की जिबा, दैट इज रिफ्लेक्शन. if once the light is coming and getting in through and going to the other side, भितरे पसिकी आरो साइड रे जिबा, दैट इज रिफ्रैक्शन. the process, both the process are different. तो हम एटी देखिबा गोटे ड्राइंग देखि देबा. तो this is, let this be the mirror. जनरली कोन रिफ्लेक्शन सब बड़े मिरर रे हुए. अब एडा रो मे बी ए ग्लास लाइट से जहां भी होछ गोटे ग्लास रो थिकनेस है कि गोटे थिले भितर को एंट्री करिक जिवो, माने जस्ट लाइक दिस. जदी मो गोटे ग्लास लार नेली, गोटे ग्लास रो गोटे टुकड़ा नेली, से भितर कोन बोली तो लाइट आसला. तो समवट ये मिक्स जिवो लाइट. एडा होछ रिफ्लेक्शन. जेहेतु ए भितर रो ए भितर आसुची. now don't think that I am unable to draw this straight line. there is a theory behind this. हमर गोटे थ्योरी अछि, से विषय पढिला पर बुझियो मोडे काहे बेंड कर. exactly it is based upon this physics only. एडा बेंड करी छी मो इच्छा मु करिनी कि मते आसुनी सीधा वे सेही पेने एक्जेक्टली हुए एमिति. व्हाट हैपेंस? तो एडा हमें परे पढिबा, जेहेतु अछि हम कोर्स रे हम पढिबा. बट राइट नाउ वी विल थिंक अबाउट दिस रिफ्लेक्शन ओनली. व्हाट रिफ्लेक्शन हैपेंस? आसीबो बाजी चली आसिला, सोर्स रो लाइट आसिला बाजिला वंस, देन चलला विथ द सेम एंगल. एंगल रे किछि भी चेंज आसे तो एति बुझला नाउ लेट्स गेट इनटू द टॉपिक एग्जैक्टली रिफ्लेक्शन हेडिंग दे दवा रिफ्लेक्शन व्हाट इज रिफ्लेक्शन reflection means bouncing back of light from one medium to that of same medium माने कोन ना गोटे मीडियम रु लाइट आसिला लेट दिस बी द सरफेस एटा गोटे सरफेस अछि तो ऑब्वियसली जेतबेले गोटे रिफ्लेक्शन हुए वी विल नीड समथिंग लाइक समथिंग इट शुड बी पॉलिश्ड समथिंग एटा पूरा फाइन थिबो पॉलिश्ड सरफेस थिबो देन ओनली रिफ्लेक्शन इज पॉसिबल whereas something in refraction there is nothing required of this polishedness or something. So here whenever this light comes and it hits the plane where it is going to be reflected, then from this point it forms an angle, again it goes back to the same medium. Abhi dekho bouncing back of the light from one medium to that of the same medium mane asila jo medium ru puni other gala same medium ku, this is nothing but reflection. আমি কই বলি the reflection process is going on. This is the only thing. So for the topic we will go to the next topic. So bujhila etiki here we can do one thing. Whenever you find something written over the board, you can take the screenshots. If you will allow me, I will tell you that where to take the screenshots. agar to roila seta screenshot nei paro kichhi asubidha nei. Then comes एबे हमें देखले रिफ्लेक्शन तो रिफ्लेक्शन को जगह रे हमें करि परिया रिफ्लेक्शंस हमें जानछन यूजुअली जनरली हमें जनरल घरे यूज करते जो मिरर सेतिरे ही रिफ्लेक्शन होय व्हाट एवर दिस मिरर तो मिरर हमर बहुत टाइप रो अछि बट राइट नाउ हियर वी विल कंसीडर टू टाइप्स ऑफ मिरर वन इज प्लेन मिरर जोड़ा हम घरे यूज करते एंड द अदर इज spherical mirrors. तो प्लेन मिरर इज समथिंग मु एबे जो ड्राइंग भी करथली सब जगह प्लेन मिरर रे ही करछि प्लेन मिरर माने कोन दिस इज द पॉलिश सरफेस दिस इज वन मीडियम लेट दिस बी द मीडियम वन तो गुटे भी लाइट आसिला बाजिला पुनी आउथरे सेम मीडियम को चली जिबे को हम कोन कहउछंती this is reflection. तो एबे हम देखिए प्लेन मिरर रे होची कोन प्लेन मिरर रे कोन देखले हमें ना केडा हला गोटे रहला मिरर सरफेस this surface must be polished again once again I am telling that this line what I have drawn is the surface of the mirror and that should be polished one. Without polishing we can't get the reflection. So reflection माने कौन? Whenever a light comes and hits the polished part and goes back to the same medium. When this a line is being drawn. तो एबे हमें कौन देखिबा एजा कौन कहंती? This is a ray of light. रे जनरल सोर्स रो जहा लाइट आसे सेटा रे फॉर्म रे आसे जेमि मु कहली इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव सेटा होची रे फॉर्म रे आसे तो ए सिंगल रे मु कर देली दिस इज कॉल्ड द नॉर्मल इज सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ द मैथमेटिक नॉर्मल मैथमेटिक्स से जो नॉर्मल मीनिंग है जो परपेंडिकुलर द सेम थिंग यू कैन आल्सो से दैट दिस इज अ परपेंडिकुलर also this is the perpendicular drawn at the place where this ray touches तो जोड़े टच होची सेडा हम गोटे परपेंडिकुलर करिवा ए परपेंडिकुलर करा होची कोन पे ना so that we can know that whether at how much angle this ray is being this ray is touching over here तो एडा कोन ए गोटे लाइन है ना स्ट्रेट लाइन it forms some angle. Let this be theta 1. Whenever it touches the poly surface, again it gets back into the same medium. So medium ଅଛି ଏଟା medium 1, medium 1 तो आसिला इडे बाजिला पुणी चलिगला तो एटा केमिति जीवो ना that must be equal to that of this angle only. The same angle जेतिकी angle रे आसीथबो same angle रे जीवो. तो what these angles are called? जेहेतु एटा रे ऑफ लाइट आसुची एई आसीवा रे लाइट को कोन कहउची इंसिडेंट रे. इंसिडेंट रे जोड़ा जाउची दैट इज reflected ray and this we know that this is normal. So normal is nothing but the perpendicular drawn on the surface where it touches this incident ray touches the plane surface. तो plane surface को incident ray जोड़े touch करला से पाखरे हमरे perpendicular टानिवा and this perpendicular is known as the normal, and from that point we will have the same angle, and this with this angle this ray again bends back, it goes into the same medium. तो medium same रहला गोटे medium रे आसीला बादिना चलला पुणी होतरे. तो this is called the reflected ray. एति बुझियला तो एति की रहिगला हमर कोन रहला ना plane mirror हिसाब रे. Now let's talk an important topic in view of the examination. Examination रे आसे कोन examination तो तुमको पचाइबो नै कि reflection रे इमिति टाइप ड्राइंग करो rather आसे कोन आसे state the law of reflection. What is the law of reflection? तो दुईटा लॉ अछि. दुईटा लॉ फर्स्ट मु ड्राइंग रे बुझुची तापरे you can find it in your book also. book रे भी अछि sorry book रे भी अछि you can find also in the book. तो book रे अछि जोडा सेटा हिम करछु ड्राइंग करछु. So this is the incident ray, this is the normal, again this is the reflected ray, not refracted. This is reflected ray, this is normal, this is incident ray. This law of reflection states that the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray lie on the same plane. What does that mean? This ray, this normal and this reflected ray lie on the same plane. Let this be the plane. ये एडा होची हमरो प्लेन. एई प्लेन हिसाब रे ए तीनटा जाको गोटे जगह रे पॉइंट रे मीट करी की गोटे जगह रे आबे अछि. बुझिला कि जे इंसिडेंट रे, नॉर्मल एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे ए तीनटा जाको गोटे प्लेन हिसाब रे रहबो. This is the first law. Okay. So what does this first law states? Na incident ray, normal and reflected ray. Ebe hoche lie on same plane. First and foremost, same plane. It is a 2-mark question. Exactly, we state the law of reflection. So first point is that, and now we will move to the second point. Second law. Mu aramburu hi first second law koisarchi. What is this second law states? Second law mane hala angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Already we said, but this is a law. it's not according to me or according to you. ए सब जिंस it's written and these जेमिति भी हो ए दीटा जिंस घोषि देबा first thing is by heart these things. तो अबे देखि देबा आउथरे पुनी आउथरे रिवाइज कर देबा ठीक है ना को लॉस ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन हिसाब रे कोन आछि ना फर्स्ट एटा कोन कहूची ना इंसिडेंट रे नॉर्मल रिफ्लेक्टेड रे लाई ऑन सेम प्लेन गोटे प्लेन ऊपर रोचंती. नाउ सेकंड थिंग अगेन देखियो हम सेम डायग्राम लाइन करियो. दिस इज I, this is R. What is this I means? I is equal to incidence angle. R is reflected angle. So what is the second law states? It states I is equal to R. I is equal to R. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So here completes your reflection in the plane mirror. This is mirror, plane mirror. एबे से हमें पढ़ुले पूरा plane mirror ऊपर. Plane mirror. So here completes your. देखिए you can take the screenshot also. I is equal to R. Plane mirror ऊपर है angle I is equal to angle R. This is not I. This is exactly angle I is equal to angle R. So once again, a warm welcome to one and all. So the previous topic was we were studying about plane mirror. Now we'll move towards the spherical mirror. So today's topic is spherical mirrors. As I noticed previous classes, we have learned about plane mirrors. The same concept lies behind it, that is reflection. What is reflection? Now bouncing back of light to the same medium. Light आसीबो बाजिकी जीवो से गोटे concept reflection रो जोड़े कि हम plane mirror रे भी पढ़िले एबे पुनी आते पढ़िबे आबे spherical mirror रे. So what are these spherical mirrors? Spherical mirrors are nothing but these are the mirrors which are a part of a sphere. So sphere एमिति जो अछि तार गोटे part, just it will look just like this type of thing. You could see this thing. So this and this. So basically over here we are going to study about two types of spherical mirrors. One is concave, another one is convex. So what about concave? Concave is nothing but the outer side is polished one. This is convex. This is concave. Understood? This is the part where that means whenever a ray of light is coming, it will hit this part and it will bounce back. And in this case, it will come and it will bounce back. This is the same. So you could take the screenshot. Now, we have studied also in plane mirror that I am doing this. This is the thing what I am doing. What is this? This is nothing but the lead oxide which is being coated outside the glass. A transparent glass in which this lead oxide is being coated, which it doesn't mean that with this lead oxide only this could be a mirror. No. Exactly what happens, this is a glass, on this surface we are just having a coat of silver, that is silver nitrate. silver nitrate coating, and on that we are just having this lead oxide. What happens? That means this जो silver अच्छी से जो silver coating अच्छी ताकू protect करिया पे हम lead oxide use करछन या किछ ने जो orange color तुम के देखि परिबो वो भी glass पछपटे जो mirror अच्छी ता पछपटे सबले orange color थिबो. So now we'll go for these things. First concept is for concave. Concave mirror. And the second concept is for convex. The first thing is for concave mirror. Before going to this, I must tell you some rules behind this. What are those rules? That means whenever a ray comes, what happens to that? What happens to each particle of that wave? As I have said previously, that each light is a electromagnetic wave. So that what happens over here? For this we have to go for the rules, and before this also we will study what are the things related to this topic. In a single topic I am telling, then I will go for this convex and the rules for this convex and concave. So basically here only I am doing for a concave mirror only. What are the terms related to this topic? So this is principal axis. A point is marked, that is focus. If this is a we can say it is a sector of a circle, then a sphere, then it is a part of something sphere and it must be having some center of curvature. Center is there, so that is called center. This is not exactly center, it is center of curvature. And this distance till this is radius of, that means radius of curvature, which means the distance between the center of curvature to this point. What is this point is called? This point is nothing but pole. This is pole. You will confused. Let me erase it and write something. This is center of curvature, and this whole line, this total line is principal axis. Principal axis. This point is called pole, this is focus, this is center of curvature, this is the whole line is principal axis, and this is the radius of curvature. So what I have completed over here? Here we have completed about the focus, the pole, the center of curvature, the radius of curvature. Here is the radius of curvature. And the next topic is about aperture. What is this aperture? This whole line, this, let this be M, this be N. This Mn is called aperture. These are the only terms which are related for this thing. So here we will name everything. This is Mn, this point is P, this is F, this is C, and this is the principal, and this, between this is radius of curvature R. which we will term it in capital only. This is radius of curvature. So what you will learn about these things, these are the terminology. ये सब जिनस ही हमर अभी यूज होबो each and everything like a principal axis, radius of curvature, center of curvature, focus, aperture and pole. This aperture अधिक use ऐसे नहीं, but we will use somewhere just to explain that this is the aperture. But this pole is going to be one topic, focus, center of curvature, radius of curvature. But this much only is going to be used. Take a screenshot and I will go for the things. Now we will move for this rules. What are the basic rules which have been made to do these things? This what I have drawn, that is first rule. Here I will make two drawings. First rule. This is aperture Mn. This is principal axis xy. A point is there. Focus. A point is there. Center of curvature. So what first rule says? Whenever a ray comes parallel to the principal axis, it will be deviating towards did you understand? It will go from the ray will just hit the polished part and it will bounce back through this point F. This is focus. Through focus it will go. Anywhere. From if you will draw from here also, it will go through the focus. If a ray is coming parallel to this principal axis, it will definitely go through this principal focus. This is also called as principal focus. And here also the same. What? This is the aperture Mn and this is the principal axis. Let this be xy. If a ray goes parallel to the principal axis, then definitely it will go this side, and this, if you will extend this thing, then it will meet a point, that is the focus. This is the only difference between these two drawings. First rule for concave, this is first rule for convex. So what is that? Here, if a ray of light is coming parallel, it will go through the focus and it will, what happened over here? Ray parallel principal axis, it will bounce back to the same medium. But if you will just give back to this, definitely one point meet karibo, that is the focus. That is only known as the focus. This is the first. You can take the screenshot, then I will go for the second rule. Now what is the second rule? If a ray of light is passing through the focus, then it will move parallel to the principal axis. If a ray is going through the focus, it will definitely go parallel to the principal axis. Same here also. If a ray is coming towards the focus, it will definitely move parallel to the principal axis. If a ray is coming towards the focus, it will definitely move through parallel to this principal axis. So this also completes your second rule. Now the third rule. What the third rule explains? Whenever a ray of light passes through the center of curvature, it will bounce back through the same point that is center of curvature. It will not deviate at all. We have seen that this is the thing. Whenever it comes, it will deviate. Whenever it comes by this, then it will deviate. But here, the line will not be deviated. Now, the same also here also. If a ray of light is coming through the center of curvature, then it will bounce back without undeviating. This is the third rule. Take the screenshot. Now the fourth rule. What is this fourth rule states? Simple. It is the consecutive of this third rule only. If a ray of light is moving through the center of curvature, it will bounce back through the same center of curvature. Here also, if a ray of light is passing through this principal axis, then it will bounce back in the same thing. It is the same thing only. It bounces back when the ray of light is passing through this center of curvature only. So, जेतबेले भी center of curvature देगी जीवो से पुणी अगर center of curvature देगी बात मस्त चल जीवो. तो एटर भी सेमिति प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस में जाउची मानने होची ये center of curvature देगी जाउची. तो पुणी अगर फेरी चलना से. तो here also the same. This is the fifth rule. Now take the screenshots. Now the fifth rule. If a ray of light is coming towards the pole with an angle forming theta, then it will bounce back with the same angle theta. Understood? If a ray is coming from infinity to the point P, then it will bounce back with the same angle. These two angles are equal. This is the fifth rule. And here also the same. If a ray is coming, it will bounce back with the same angle. Here completes your 5 rules where we are going to use this in ray diagram. So overall over till now you might have cleared everything related to this terminology, rules. So what I studied today, we will go for this. Did you take the screenshots? One is type of spherical mirror. 2 is terminology related to spherical mirror. What have we discussed in this principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature, radius of curvature. Then we went rules for ray diagram. So till now we have completed these things. Now we will go for the most important part of this. So एबे जाए तो जहाँ पढ़ा हुआ है just for this, but एबे पढ़िया हमें कौन ना important रहला रे डायग्राम ଉପରେ। तो ये रे डायग्राम जानिबा आगुरु हमहु आ दुईटा कांसेप्ट जानिबार अछि। से दुईटा कांसेप्ट कोन r = 2f गोटे आउट ए कांसेप्ट मु कहि फर्स्ट r = 2f कहि। So it is given that This is F, this is C. Center of curvature, focus. From here to here, this is capital R. From here to here, this is small r, that is focal length. One concept was left in the terminology. What is focal length? Focal length means the distance from the pole to the focus is called focal length. This F. This is only called as focal length. Focal length, capital R, radius of curvature. Now what I am going to tell over here, that R is equal to 2S. What is this? The radius of curvature is the twice of the focal length. Remember, the radius of curvature is the twice of focal length. That mane kono? Mane focal length ro twice hochi radius of curvature. This radius is twice of focal length. That means this part is equal to this. This is equal to this. This both lengths are equal. This is focal length and it is equal to this. So R is equal to 2S. If you love this video, please do like, subscribe and share with your friends so that our knowledge, our pakhre noro samaste banti ki noro. Amaro bi bhalo hobo, baki samastano bhalo hobo. So jete bele bi tame share karibo nijor knowledge, then you will gain your knowledge. Remember this thing? Yeah.